Hello, Cosmic Explorers, and welcome to your Friday night tune-up.
Hello, everyone.
So I am Hillis, and this is,
Rebecca.
and we are just in the flow of things as this week has been a definite adventure as we move into the summer solstice energy. I know
Woo,
you guys are really feeling all of that stuff that's happening, all the crazy.
crazy. Oh, Shakti Evans. Hello.
Hello,
Thank
Shati,
God.
and so, for those who are watching us, thank you for joining us on our channel and all our streams. And right now, I'm just in the midst of wanting to connect with a special guest that's going to hop on with us in a little bit. It's going to be a surprise, so you guys got to stay tuned for that.
Does she have the link? She just called in on the phone.
So, you guys,
Pop up
with
on my screen. Oh, we pop up on her screen. Oh, hello, Shakti.
amazing. And so, before we get into the tune up portion of tonight and with our special guest, what I want to do is I want us to really uh, process what's really going on this week. As we just ended the solar eclipse and new moon energy last week, as we were in that portal energy, and as we are now in our new energy, the solstice energy, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things going on. And with that
Really?
going on, I've been feeling there's like a lot of information and all the stuff being downloaded into our system, into our energy, which, we all are in a rush to want to get this done. We all want to in a rush to get things done and get things moving. But I've been feeling that there's this incubation period that I've been in. It's really been on my mind this week, this whole incubation piece, to let things sit and be cultivated and to really move in that space. I don't know about you, Rebecca, but how about you? How have you been feeling?
Well, I've been on a whirlwind tour as I progressed here from Motel 6 somewhere on 95. I don't even know where I am right now. I've been on an adventure for a week. So yeah, I've had so much happen to me this week. And I'm going to tell you, everyone, it was a special week this week for Hillis because it was his birthday this week. So happy birthday, Hillis. Yes, I told you
Thank
I was going
you.
to do that to you. But yeah, about I'm glad you brought that up because I was really feeling I had a lot going on this week. I'll get into some of the stories and things that happened to me in a little while here. But you're so true, that incubation, because that energy, it's like that inner energies coming together to sit and stay still and grounded in what's happening, because the rest of the world, it's like this spiral energies, really just really profound right now with the summer solstice and every day, that you just really have to stay in that incubation and sit in that energy right now. So I totally agree with you in and not rushing into anything, and just allow everything kind of to like what is the word I'm looking for, like molt, or just
Cultivated.
cultivate, fermate, I don't know, like a fine wine, or just so yeah, totally feeling it, totally feeling it.
You know, it is one of those things. And, I wonder if our special guest will have her special word of the day to bring us into this whole incubation space. So, everyone, I want to welcome a dear friend of ours, Ariana, who's been a guest on this show, and now she's popping in because she has some words of wisdom to share with us. So, my dear Ariana, welcome to the show.
Hi,
Thank
Ariana.
you.
And
Hello.
we have to let everybody know Ariana is coming to us all the way from New Zealand. So,
Yeah,
talk about the summer solstice and energy. We've got both sides of the world here.
yeah. Isn't that cool? So I'm
Thanks
in
for joining us
Melbourne.
tonight. Is it
Thank
cold
you.
there?
Yes, it's midwinter and I'm sure it's snowing on mountains somewhere.
Oh my.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. So all rugged up. Yeah.
Nice. So what do you have to share for us on your Ariana does this thing called Ariana's Dictionary, and I absolutely love it. And she has these fabulous words and this great thing. So she's going to join us tonight. What's the word?
Okay. Yeah, thank you, everyone. I don't know why it comes to me this way, but it does. And it's always about where you're at. And I mean, it just changes every week, doesn't it? Where we're at, what level and everything. So tonight is for Ariana's Dictionary. It's more of a mirror and looking at the word no. And sometimes, you know, we get yes, go here, or no, don't do this. So really, I was taking in a deeper dive of no. And that when you get a straight no, it's like, do I need to do this, or what's coming up? And you get a no straight away. Still needing to really look into that, because you need to check whether that's your ego or your truth. And when it's your truth, it's okay. But when it's ego, you need to take a little bit of a deeper dive and find out what that ego is saying to you, because it can bring up your patterning. Like it might bring up the fear of skydiving, or the fear of being social, or, you know, the fear of dancing on a dance floor, whatever it is. And so looking at that fear as well, but it can also be your hurt and pain is why you don't do things. With patterning, it could be so entrenched in you that it's also from this lifetime, but it can also be the ancestral lineage thing of, you know, realizing that your ancestors were in fear of that too, and you've carried that forward in your DNA, so that's ready for a breakthrough. And also your past, which again can tie into patterning as well. So once you've kind of checked that out and seen what that no involves, you, if you wanted to, you could find out where it is in your body, that resistance as well. And then when you look at the word no and you turn it around, which I nearly did bring, you know, my little props, because Becky loves my props. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, I'm propless today.
Oh my God. Your prop.
Yeah, sorry, darling. Yeah, because it would have been perfect today, because when you turn no around, it's the word on. So when you get that word instantly no, and you check out that it's a pattern or ancestral or fear or hurt, work out what it is and then turn it round to on. So you need to switch on to your truth, switch on to your divinity, switch on to your heartfeltness. And when you find out, oh my God, it's a fear, that can be kind of cool, because it's like, yeah, I nailed it. And you've got the fear. And so you know what the resistance is. And then it's like, okay, how do I move beyond this when I'm switched on? Which is just get up on the dance floor and do your moves, just rock it. Doesn't matter who's watching or whatever, or take that skydiving, whatever it is, but just checking in with how you need to break through that if you're ready to, because some of us aren't. So just accepting and acknowledging the no of your ego and turning it on to on. You know, switch you on to the truth of you, switch you on to your heart, your divinity, your soul, your higher self. And from there, just take baby steps. Maybe today you don't need to do anything about it, and it might come up again next week. And so next week you're like, yeah, I can do this. So it's kind of step-by-step pathway to rocking more of your awesomeness and being in your truth of who you are and breaking out of your comfort zone. And so therefore you're going to keep building yourself up and just be more expanded in that beauty of you. So
I
thanks to
love that.
Oh my gosh, I love
that.
that. Thank you so much. I love your play on words and your inspiration behind them. They're so awesome. So awesome.
thank
And,
you.
let's see. Shakti said, I have body code sessions tapping into resistance and energy attack. Oh, now you're bringing it up. Kelly's
Okay.
in control. I'm reading over here. Attachments in past lives and clearing my energy field into abundance and freedom. Awesome. Yes, that's so true. How you could do that with the body codes and turning to know. Thank you for sharing that.
I love
Yeah.
that. And what I want to add, because it's been beating in my head since you were talking, and I knew you were. I know, and I was. And I knew you were going to get there from when you talked about the mirror image of no to on. And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And so when you got there, and, it speaks to the subject that we're on now, which is, the incubation period of really, should I or should I not allow this? Or should I move forward with this? And sometimes, our ego, our mind says no, because it's not time yet. And then when it's time, then the no switches, as you said, on, because I'm ready. Let's do this. And so it's that whole process of really allowing the movement of the energy to guide you in the space that you're in, which is the incubation period. It really speaks to that. So thank you for your dictionary tonight, Ariana.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I have a story actually that just happened to me this week. Should I share it now or later?
Yeah, share it now, because I have inspiration for us to later. Oh, Dom is here. Dom found us. Hello, Dom. Hello, Deborah.
Hi, Dom. And Deborah jumped on, and Miss Empress Marina. Hello, hello. So my story this week, which kind of goes with the no, the on, and the incubation. I have been on a road trip this week in my new travel trailer. I've had so many experiences and so many beautiful things happen to me. However, my no on moment was when I decided to go to the Great Serpent Indian Mound, which is a beautiful mound in Ohio, and it's with the summer solstice. And I was going to book, I have a new travel trailer, as everybody knows, and I was going to book a RV park, kind of near the mountain. And the closest one I could find was a nudist one. So I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, Becky, you've been working on your body issues and this whole body thing that, everybody holds on at some point in my life. I was like, getting no. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. So I booked it and I went. And I got there and it was very interesting. And I did it. And I turned on and I went and I walked around and it was just very free. And it was actually amazing. And I was just like, wow, like no judgment and this sense of like freedom and opening. So it was really cool. And I pushed myself. So I challenge all you cosmic explorers out there to do something out of your comfort zone this week and turn your no to an on and let us know next week what it was. And that is my story.
I love that. Yeah.
That's huge. Yeah, really big. Yeah.
I just want to do a quick shout out to Indigo. Well, it's probably like 1 a.m. there. So thank you, Indigo, for staying up and watching us.
We got
and finding us.
Yes.
Because we were a bit worried coming on because we lost one of our channels temporarily. So we are on our channel. So glad you guys are following us here. We guys need to see all the cosmic insight. But Ariana, before we let you go, because I know you always have such wonderful insight, I do want to talk about one thing, and I feel that some of the insight that you have is going to be very valuable to those who are watching. And so what I want us to move into is something that's been in my head for the past few weeks, and I think I almost got it sorted out. So you know how we always talk about, the ancestral energy, my generational energy, my generation this, ancestral that, and how I've taken on this, that, and the other, and so on, right? So we all know about the physical transference of energy from generation to generation, all the way down the ancestral lineage. But what I've found very intriguing is that, yes, we have that, and that's our physical human conditioning from the energy of what we've been told through scientists and through this and through that, X, Y, and Z. But what no one is talking about, how the energy transference of soul ancestral energy, soul generational energy. And what I mean by that is, you have one soul, one being, one energy, one entity that is you. And this you has lived multiple past lives, right? And so now the question begins to be asked, what energy from what life am I bringing into this life to serve me in my highest good and my highest purpose?
Mm-hmm.
And I will add, and the reason why I'm asking this is because I had a past life reading done recently. And most of, if not all, my past lives were centered around the energy work that I do. Every past life, there was some involvement of some form of energy work, me being a psychic, me being a healer, whatever. It was there, okay? And then I got to think and say, well, why is it that I was so profound in those times and not as accelerated in this life as I am in those? And one of the answers that I received was that because, we were in a sovereign place back in 450 BC or 450 AD. We were in sovereign energy where we had total freedom as a species. And so then as we moved through evolution, some of that sovereignty was lost. And then we got into this place of, amnesia, to where we wouldn't remember who we were. So now as we move through this process of remembering who we are, I want to pose a question to you ladies. How do you feel, or what is some of the ways that you can imagine to connect to the ancestral soul energy, to tap into that, to bring in that energy from those past lives into this life, to serve humanity, to serve yourself, and to bring that up?
Do you want to go, Ernie, or want me to go?
You go first.
Okay. You're throwing a doozy at us here. No, what comes to me right away, actually, when you were saying that is, right now it's moving out of that mind that we've been in and moving to that heart. And that soul connection is in the heart. Our cosmic soul connects through the heart and everything like that. And it's just really for, connecting to that past and that energy of who we are and that remembering, when we stay in that heart space and live in that heart space and able to listen to the intuition from that heart space, what we were from the past, from our soul and where we were, will flow through that space to bring out our greatest gifts and what we've had and what we've been lifetime after lifetime, our past experience that we had from the past and millennium, where we had that sovereignty, to where we are now in the remembrance of who we are, and bringing that energy through the heart space to open to that, to expand it out and connect it to all, and connect it to ourselves, to open that widening, to move into those gifts that we have inside of us that we are opening to remember too.
Beautiful. Yeah.
That would be my answer for the evening. And you, Anna?
Yeah, well, I agree with that. And it's kind of like a really big, expansive answer to that question, because it can be what you feel what your gifts are too. And so it's just like Becky said, tapping into that memory through your heart, because it's all there for you. So courses and things can open that. It's also what you resist as well, like the dancing thing. Somewhere you would have been a great dancer, and so it's just about saying, okay, I remember that, bring it forward. And it is a timing thing as well, and it's sitting with it and realizing what cycle you're in, so that to have that beautiful realization and acceptance, and then in that cycle it comes out when it's more of a moving thing, and you're practicing it and adding it to your empowerment, your clear channel, that expands then. So it's an easy kind of way to bring things forward, and yet it is a very deep dive.
Yes. And also noticing and being very aware of when that heart space opens up and you experience something in your world and you go, whoa, that is something that's remembered there. Like that is something that's lit you up on side. That there's some part of you in your psyche that's like, oh my gosh, I remember this, or this is something that brings me joy. Like, just for me personally this week, it's like everything this shows, like coming from my journey this week, just traveling around once again and being in the trailer and meeting people and just being on the road, and just the people I had the honor to run into was just so profound for me, and just really maybe remember like that traveling part of me of just, being around, and that is part of my gift of just shining my light and traveling around doing that. And just the people that I was able to bless and just honor and be with, and I met along the way. It was just like all these connections happened, and it was really cool for me. So that was like a cool thing that happened to me this week. So, but
and that's like a universal heart orgasm.
I love that.
You can.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
So thank you, ladies, for that answer and that very long-winded, deep question, because I feel it's going to really help those who are watching this to really understand, that life is not always about your physical, ancestral or generational energy. It's more so about you and those people who you consider family. Are those who are to assist you on your path, but you don't have to take on their energy. You have to allow yourself to remember who you are and step into that.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
It's so important right now to like really take note when that type of ancestors come in and be like, oh my gosh, does this serve me? Is this who I am? No, it's something that I have just brought in from generation that I have in my beingness, but it's not who I truly am.
Yeah.
No. And when you're doing something, you can pull on that soul ancestral, so, and allow it to come through your heart and be present in that moment with you. So that's, like your bag or your kitty, as we call it, of your gifts, allowing them to come out. And it's like, well, in this moment I bring this out, and the next moment you need something different. So that keeps the joy, it keeps the inner child, it keeps the exploring and the expansion. And it's beautiful in that time.
Shapeshifter.
Yes.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
And so, Rebecca, are you up for a few questions tonight? To answer a few questions?
Sure. I don't know what's flow. I've been on the road all day, so I'm like, whoo.
So you guys, we're moving into our tune-up portion of the night, to where if you guys have any questions that you'd like to know from Spirit, anything that you want to know, we're here to answer those for you, to bring you clarity on your path and on your purpose. And Ariana, if you want to hang out with us while we do this, you're more than welcome to stay. But I know, what time is it there in New Zealand?
11:30 the next day in the morning.
Oh, so you're up and
yeah. Yeah. It's a good day, people.
Yeah, so Saturday for you. Saturday morning. Yay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Same as Friday night, hey? That same beautiful energy, like woohoo.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
We need to check in with anybody. Did anybody say any comments while we were doing all that?
Well, we have a lot of lovely comments, and so anyone who has a question, wants to know anything, about their life, their purpose, to assist them in the process, we will definitely move into that energy. Oh yes, Shakti. So Shakti, my dear friend. She's in London, actually. I love Shakti.
Hi,
Well, the
That's good
building I have,
information.
I know, right? People stay up for us. I love it. um, will the building I have in sight for a healing center become reality? A white bungalow. So Shakti, what I hear for you is a yes, but you have to allow for patience
Yeah.
and persistence, the two P's for you. And the reason being because, this is the year of change. And so you have to have patience during this time of change, but yet be persistent in the pursuit of what you want. And this persistence will allow for everything to come into order, the paperwork, uh, the permits, anything that is needed to make sure that this is the space that you want. So just allow that. But I feel it won't happen this year. I feel like early next year, 2022, when things begin to settle. So this is the building year. building. The building year. The building year for you. But yeah, patience and persistence. Keep planning and keep holding that vision of what you want for this space to be. And maybe I could come visit.
Woo! Yeah, I was feeling that too, Hillis, but I was also feeling something with the building itself. Really be discerning, with making sure, like everything's okay with the building. I feel like there's something out of balance with the building. So I don't know what that is, but I'm getting an out of balance feeling, and I don't know, that's something that needs repair and make sure it's taken care of ahead of time as everything moves through. But the patience of letting that there's something going on with the building, and it's like the patience that just needs to wait. I just feel like this right now with it is the energy I'm feeling with it. It's just it has some stuff that needs to be, as you said, yes, it needs clearing. Yes, like it's
Yeah.
some stuff
Yeah.
needs to happen first before everything rolls into place, and to be patient and stand in that. So the roof.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
I got. I wasn't sure what it was, but I knew something was wrong. Thank you for updating me on that.
yeah, I was getting the unfurling, which is the same thing, but more on an energy level. It's just allowing what needs to happen, because it is all step by step happening, and yet there's things that you need to look at. Well, not need to look at, but things that are going to come up that'll put you in a more soulful direction rather than an intelligent, human direction as well. So that's shifting and changing for you. And the more you surrender to that, the more it'll build momentum, and that will assist with that energy of the physical building as well.
Shakti, did anybody pass in that fire?
I'm just waiting to see. While we're waiting for her to
Anybody
answer.
entered in that? Yeah. Oh, not sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I just got a thing that they're energetically, there might be some spirits or something there that needs to be cleansed around, to be careful of that. And I don't know if I'm picking up with somebody passed during that fire, maybe something that happened on the land, and maybe that's so I'm not sure about that, but just I would double check on that. If anything, maybe go in and do a nice clearing with that, and ask permission to whatever you want to do on that land before you approach to do anything on the property, just to make sure you have that all clear and you have permission to do whatever is going to happen. That's just the thing. So take it that,
Yes. And thank you, Shakti, for that. I hope that answered all your questions. But now we have something from Miss Empress Marina. Thank you for finding us on our channel.
Yes. Thank you.
I don't have any memory of past life that I recall. So, Miss Empress Marina, the energy surrounding past life energy is one that is seldom recalled unless you allow for it to come in, meaning you have to grant permission for this energy to connect with you, because you are already connected to it. because the bond between you and your soul and other lives are infinite. Prime example, my favorite cartoon in the whole wide world, Avatar: The Last Airbender. So if anyone has ever seen that cartoon, you know what I'm talking about. If not, watch it. Phenomenal cartoon. And the reason, huh?
It's also a movie.
The movie doesn't do it justice. Watch the cartoon, people. And so with this particular example is that one being has access to all his past lives, okay? And in a meditative state, he can access this energy. So when you go into a meditative state, what I'm feeling for you to do is to practice this. And if you have crystals or someone that you work with in particularly, they can assist you in this process of recalling that. But what I'm seeing for you is definitely a more meditative states to connect to that past life energy, because I feel that you are definitely a warrior goddess, warrior princess with divine energy. A lot of energy is in your cellular being, and the DNA is you have access to it. And whatever reason, I feel there was also like a traumatic event that happened when you were a child, anywhere from the ages of 8 to 11, to where it disconnected you from that to not have access to that, whatever this traumatic event was. I feel like it might have been more physical than mental, which affected the mental state. But just know that you now have to release that traumatic event to step into the energy of recalling your wholeness, your soul, your being. Anyone else?
I got right away. I mean, right away when she asked the question, the same thing. The warrior, the princess is what I saw right away. But in saying that, what's coming to me, and I don't know exactly what your class, you don't have any memory what to look for. So what was coming to me for you to practice, to roll into that and open that channel for you is breath work. You can roll back and go through the timeline and really go into breath, the breath to clear that energy block. I feel there is an energy block that Hillis had said, and the breath can help clear that to open that channel up because it's there. You just have to tap back into it. So that's what came to me around that. Ariana?
Yeah, I was getting a more physical thing, and yeah, because I mean, look at her name. Definitely, I got warrior as well. And yeah, definitely out in some of your past lives, you had big ones and kind of galactic big ones as well. So there's something around that as well. So for a tool to get there is to do your happy. Find what's happy for you in each moment and go with it. What doesn't feel happy, let it go. And that will help you, along with the breath work and things that Hillis have said, will just help you be more in your center, and it will help you observe more from that observer point, where you're not, when the stuff starts coming in, that it won't be so big and scary for you to assist in, because that beautiful happy energy will be there with you, walking with you as well.
I love that. Yeah. Ooh. So yeah, you got a lot of good energy, Miss Empress Marina. You just have to release that. Yeah.
My brain's like, get out of here. That's for everyone. We all need to get out of here.
Yeah.
And before we move into the next question, I just want to make a quick acknowledgement, because what you just said there is very important, for us beings, especially us light workers, healers, whatever you want to call yourselves. We all have been up here in the head, or not necessarily in the head all the time, but also up in the ethers as well. And so me personally, I love being out of my head, out of my body, and just moving up into that space. I really love that feeling, because there's nothing more gratifying, freeing than being in that space. But yet, this year, the past 6 months of this year has really helped guided me to really bring all of that down into here. So just take a moment, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just take a moment to understand what it would feel like for you to bring in all that magic, all that ethereal energy, all that light energy that's hanging out up here, and bring it down into the physical body where your cells light up, your organs light up, your blood becomes purified, and you just filled with this crystalline light energy. So everyone, just take a moment wherever you are, close your eyes, and take a nice big deep breath and create this image of what it would feel like to embody the soul energy, the pure positive soul energy, radiating crystalline light that you are. And as you can just put your hand on your heart or on your head, whatever makes you comfortable, and just allow that physical presence of that soul, body, mind connection, the unification of oneness with Source, your soul, and you. Allowing for the divinity that is you to remember who you are. And this could come at you anytime when you sleep, when you awake, when you're in meditation. Just allow your awareness and presence to drift into the remembrance of your soul, because you are deserving. You are so deserving to know who you are. Not what people have told you, not what people have dictated you, not what people have labeled you to be, but to step into the full knowing of who you are by tapping in and connecting to the soul energy that is carried in your body, in your cells, in your spine, in your nervous system, in your mind, in your neurons, in your neuron pathways, in every aspect, every molecule, every atom, every particle that is you has that information. And just breathe into that. And dear ones, it is so, 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 yes, it is so.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Thank you for that, Hillis.
You're so
Yeah.
welcome. And so
Beautiful.
yeah, I just had to do that right then and there because it was being asked, and so I had to bring that in.
Before we move on to Dom, I just wanted to share these two. These Shakti share about the sweat lodge to clear and purify, and recommended red tint directly and connect with other women. So beautiful, beautiful suggestions. Thank you so much, Shakti, for that.
Yes, thank you, Shakti, and I appreciate you and always, been following us for a little while. So thank you for that. And so Dom, it wouldn't be a week if we didn't have a question from you, my friend. So Dom is asking, I would like to know what the divine spirits would like me to say. Dom, you have a lot on your mind, don't you?
I think Ariana should take this. Her first experience with Dom.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was getting the head thing too. And so I'll just first share a tool that I got this week, was to just be in awareness of cycles of energy. Like we've had Mercury retrograde and Saturn return and everything. And I found for me it's a very mental energy. And so it's like, And so I don't know if you guys remember the Jetsons, the cartoon, the Jetsons. Yeah, and how they lifted their house up above the clouds to clear skies. And so I got told to make like George Jetson and just lift myself so I could see blue sky, break through the cloud and blue sky. So I'm feeling that that's a really good tool for you. And it's, yeah, you're still moving into your center. So be at peace and with love with that. And look at the no and the on energy, and trying is resistance. So being is a lot stronger. Just take a breath and accept where you are, and then that will help bring you more into your center and your heartness as well.
Yes.
Hey,
Thank you for that.
Dom, do you have a lot going on this week? I feel like I'm just like this like cloud of like kind of worry and heaviness just came upon me when you asked that question. Can you let us know if you had a lot going on this week? Like more so than usual. I feel like something happened this week that just really like kind of pulled you like this really down.
And I feel in conjunction with that, same as always, Dom, you have to allow yourself to trust what the message is. Trust what, stop second guessing yourself. And as Ariana mentioned in her Ariana dictionary, let go of the ego, because it's not so much of the ego, because it's like this back and forth battle with you. So there's no need to battle with the ego. Just trust the message, trust your heart, and then all will be set right. Whatever it is, just allow that to poof, disappear.
I think I opened up some spirits in this hotel room. I'm cleansing after this show.
Okay, so Dom, so Dom says my wife has gone out of town and I'm worried because I'm not going to be there. Okay, so Dom, trust. Trust is always a big thing with you. You always have to allow to trust, my friend. You have to allow the trust to come in, to trust what it is that you know, trust what it is that you feel, and all will be fine. Because if you put out lower vibrating energies and frequencies, of course, that is what's going to show up in the field of energy. You have to allow for the vibrational energy of frequency to remain high for you to reap the rewards of those high energies.
Hillis froze. He always freezes.
He did.
I'm just going to tell you can't control an outcome of something that happens. Just as he was saying, as Hillis was saying, just trust and let go and surrender. Your wife going out of town, there's nothing to worry about. All will be well. And just know that's the journey and the path. So I'm feeling restricted.
Am I back?
You are back, Hillis. Welcome back to the Good Side. Glad you could join us tonight.
Back through the cosmic fabric.
What?
Back through the cosmic fabric.
Rebecca, you opened up a lot of stuff. What happened?
You know what? I just walked.
All this stuff just happened.
I'm having trouble speaking because I am like coughing here. Woo! Okay. Yeah.
I was getting for Dom as well. While your wife's out of town, what can you do for yourself to keep your momentum going? The momentum from your heart, from your spirit, from your soul. And by doing you, that's going to build trust as well. It's different, and yet it's still trust. Yeah.
You'll be just fine, Dom. Let go and let be.
I'm back.
I know you said that. We watched you come back.
Oh, okay.
There I go again. I can't talk. What is going on?
God. Thank you, Dom, for that. Lisa, my friend. I love you, Lisa. Welcome.
Oh, beautiful Lisa. Thank you for joining, Lisa.
So I've been doing a lot of energy work, feeling I'm stepping into my purpose more than ever, doing 2 healing classes. What do the divine spirits like to communicate with me? So, Lisa, first thing I see and feel... I
saw the same thing! I like this!
So, know that both of us saw that's confirmation for you. Know that you're on your path and on your purpose as the energy begins to open up to serve you, as you begin to serve others and doing what you're supposed to be doing. So, thank you for having the courage to do this, because having the courage to do this now more than ever takes a lot, especially in the energies that we are in. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, my dear, and many, many more opportunities and doors will continue to open as you follow your truth, your heart, and your purpose.
And I'm also getting too, like, congratulations. And as I said, I saw the same thing, like just clap, 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 clap. But I'm also feeling like You know, I was talking about the story that I did earlier. It's time to really like step it up a notch as well, in allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and doing things in that state of vulnerability to allow you to grow out and expand even more. Because in that state, I have a feeling like something's gonna open up that is unexpected that you never thought of before, but you need to take that step to allow yourself to be in that space in order to receive it.
Yes.
Whew.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys got clapping. I got happy dancing.
Oh,
It's like, yeah. And so
woo.
your little spirit is and soul are just really doing a happy dancing and so celebratory. And yes, keep going with it because it's just expansion. Remember to breathe, remember to slow down, remember to stop and nurture in between. And then that way you'll keep the momentum going as well. Very important.
I
Yeah.
love that. Yay!
To everyone
Yeah.
up tonight.
Yes.
Who's next?
So
Thank
just
you.
want to take this quick moment to acknowledge Miss Empress Marina as she confirmed something that I talked about for her about her physical trauma. So Miss Empress Marina, if you feel drawn to work with me, I can assist you in clearing that trauma from your childhood to allow for the blocked energy to be really opened and to be clear. Because this is something that I specialize in when working with clients in the Lemurian light energy that I'm attuned to work with. That it's a blessing to work with clients who have experienced such trauma for me to help clear that from their energy to allow them to grow and to blossom into the beautiful being that you were meant to be. So you're more than welcome to connect with me. You can email me or message me on wherever you're streaming this from, or you can email me directly at cosmicinsightradio@gmail.com, and we will get moving there. And now we have Miss Deborah. Miss Deborah wants to know any messages for me. How would the individual know if they are a walk-in?
Walk-ins.
I love, from my personal, and I'm not doing this through psychic impression, but what I actually now psychic impression kicks in. What I hear is a no that you are not a walk-in. But if you were to know that you are walk-in, if you have energies or feelings of thoughts of disassociation with the physical body, that's the first sign. And that's saying that it's just disassociation with the body, and doesn't necessarily have to result in gender or anything of that nature. It's just like a level of being comfortable. And then if there's not disassociation with the physical body or the family, there's all sorts of disassociation symptoms if you're a walk-in. But I feel that you are not if you are asking for yourself.
Yes, I agree with you. And, also walk-ins, one of the things, memory loss and things like that from childhood. And there's a lot of things. And I'm going to, I actually just listened to a wonderful, the Starseed coach. Remember, I directed you to her?
Yes.
She did a wonderful podcast. And I'm just going to tell you, it's called The Download. It's on, I think, Spotify or something. And she just did a wonderful podcast on walk-ins. So if you're interested, I would maybe check that out because she really delved into it because she is a walk-in to give you more insight. Anyhow, that just came to me to share that information to help you with that, maybe answer some questions for you, Deborah, because I'm not an expert on that. So I wanted to share that so you could find a resource.
Again. Go ahead, Ariana.
What's her name, Becky, so she can look her up?
I know the podcast is called The Download. It's the Starseed coach, and her name's Circe Claire, or I can't remember.
Cerise or something.
Well, that's what I was saying. You can email us, Deborah, and that way we can get you the link directly.
You can find her Starseed coach. So yeah.
So that way we can send you the link directly. Just email us. So that way you won't be searching all over. So email us, cosmicinsightradio@gmail, and we'll send you the proper link. So that way you have the information and you can share with other people as well who may be walk-ins. But, you have 2 confirmations here saying that you're not. So, Ariana, what do you feel?
Yeah, no. And just check in where your shadow is, because I feel there's some shadows of yours right behind you and that are wanting to come into the light as well. So, we see the shadow as the unknown because it's not known yet. We don't know the full information or the full insight yet. And so I'm feeling there's a few shadows behind you that once you move through this and have that discernment organized, then this shadow of yours is going to come in. And this shadow is beautiful because I'm just seeing it as a black night sky, universal like no stars. And the closer you bring it in, there's going to be stars, and those stars are light that offer you the gift and treasures for your delight, is what I'm getting. And I've gone all tingly.
Oh, that feels good. Thank you for that, Ariana. And you know what was coming in as he was talking? So, Deborah, I can also send you a link to find this particular crystal because this is the only one website where I found this one particular crystal. And it is a Lemurian shadow healer. And this was one of the crystals that I was using when I was doing my personal shadow work. And I tell you, it helped navigate and moved through a lot of stuff. So if you guys are interested in wanting to know where I purchased this, again, email us at Cosmic Insight Radio because I don't have the link readily available, but I can find it and send it to you because this is a magical crystal, this Lemurian shadow healer. Whew, I tell you.
I wanted to interject something, Deborah, that came to me. I was getting a feeling with the voice, something with the voice, like something that you're hiding that you need to speak up about. I don't know if this makes any sense to you, but that's what I'm feeling. There's something that you need to express to someone, and it would be beneficial for you to open up that conversation. Oh, it was my dog. It scared me. I thought it has spirit in here or something. Okay. I forgot my dog's in here.
So thank you, Deborah, for your question. Miss Indigo, thank you for staying up. And we have there are many exciting spiritual things happening now. It's really ramping up. Feeling like something is about to move up that's all of us, Indigo. That is literally all of us, especially those of us who are truly aware. But what I feel that is happening for you is if you are not doing energy work, you should be. And if you are doing energy work, it's going to really open up the next levels of ascension of attunements for you to really allow you to connect to your energies. And I am sitting here as my foot is itching. And so that is like new energies for you to ground into. It's crazy. My foot was fine a second ago till this message. So yes, ground into these energies, Indigo, and allow for you to ground in. And as you ground in, you're going to allow yourself to anchor in, dig deep, and allow for the opening of this beautiful energy that is you to arise. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of new energies coming in for you to develop and assist. What is it, Rebecca? What is it?
No, I'm tired. No, I'm feeling like don't get me going. It's been a day, people. It's been a day. I've been No, I'm just my head's like, but I am like really feeling indigo. I don't know. I'm really feeling there's a huge psychic increase in your. I don't know if you do mediumship, but I'm feeling there's like this huge psychic connection that's going to be opening up for you to really work on opening that channel up, and grounding into your crystalline body and connecting down because information, and I'm getting like channeling or mediumship, or there's a source of connection coming down that you're moving into that you might have tapped into before, but it's about to explode. Is that my head's just like, ugh. That's what I'm feeling right now. So I don't know if that makes sense or that resonates with you. So let us know. Yeah. So that's what's coming to me right now. How about you, Ariana?
Oh my God, I'm feeling it in my root chakra.
Right?
Yeah.
Who does
So
energy work?
it's another energy body, and it's like your root chakra in that crystalline body is being rewritten, so that is, while it's coming in and that expansion is happening, the rewrite is on your root chakra in this energy body. And so that will be the foundation that holds this. And this is the foundations of your new beginnings, your rewrite. And that will just help sprout and hold that expansion for you as you move and groove. And yeah, I'm also feeling, we're talking here down the south a lot about dancing at the moment, and feel that when you do dancing is to call in your physical, mental, emotional and spiritual bodies to dance with you, and put on some music and just really allow your bodies to flow, and this will bring that energy together between the expansion open and into this beautiful rewrite of your crystalline root chakra or root energy. Yeah.
Beautiful. And I love, where was it? Thank you for that, Ariana. And yeah, and everybody's going through this growth right now. So it's so funny when you talk to people. It's like we're all like a freaking upgrading like that right now. Like
Yeah.
even like it's just intense.
I'm going to be upgrading times 2 starting next month because I'm going to start my second round of attunements. Woo!
Oh, that's right. Are you going to do the first one for me?
Well, I have to be attuned. Once I get through my second round, I should be able to start attuning people. So I'm excited for that. So you'll be my first. So yes, everyone, thank you so much for your comments and questions. This has been an awesome night, and we're going to keep it going, keep it flowing with Miss Catherine McKenzie. I love you, Catherine. Thanks for coming back this week.
Thank you.
So any messages for me today? This is a common theme tonight. I feel the word energy patience as I sit here and swivel in my chair. There's like a lot of anxious energy around. And this is new for me because usually I don't typically get a lot of physical stuff. So I'm getting a lot of physical sensations and things just buzzing all around. But yeah, I can't sit still for the life of me right now. So all this anxious energy, Catherine, you have to do something with it. You have to allow some sort of movement. You have to allow some sort of way to anchor and ground in and release this anxious energy, whether it's out going for a walk, ride a bike, something to let go of this anxious energy, because I just want to get up and start moving around because I just can't sit still. and allow for the patience of your desires to come in. And I feel also too that you're like playing this waiting game. There's like a waiting game happening. I'm not sure what this waiting game is, but it is something that is enabling the anxiety. So you have to allow to release the enabling, whether it's around money or finances or something else in relation to that. This anxiety levels are peak for you, especially now that we are in these energies of Mercury retrograde, along with, I think, another planet's in retrograde, along with the solstice energy coming in. So yes, a lot of stuff. So just sit and ground yourself in this. Ooh, I can't sit still. Rebecca, what do you got?
Actually, Catherine, if you want what came to me when I read your question actually was a parrot showed up, and I just saw this parrot and the message that kind of came with them was like, find your uniqueness and draw me to the own tune, and like you have so many magical, like colorful facets of yourself, and I feel like you're like struggling to finding like what you want to be or what you want to do, like in that magic and that colorful aspect of yourself. And I maybe that's the anxiousness that you're feeling, Hillis. Like it's just I feel, and the parrots just like because they're just like wah wah,
And the
and
fairies.
oh, don't get me started on the fairies. Can I? Anyhow, we won't. I'll maybe tell my story of my fairy I met. Anyhow, but Catherine, I'm feeling that, and just really, it's I'm just feeling like parents are so inquisitive and they love to explore and they love to express. So that's what I'm really getting for you is just like really just jump out there like everyone and just really start exploring you and allow yourself to be colorful.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's it. That's what's coming to me.
Anything from you, Ariana?
Yeah, what I'm getting is similar. Looking at what you can create for yourself at the moment. So moving into that creatrix energy, which is you creating stuff with confidence. So it could be just buying different cushions and changing your lounge around. It could be serving your food differently, putting a tablecloth on and candles or something. And so that you get with that creator, creatrix energy, and you also got movement and you're feeling confident with what you're doing. And that will give you the courage to bring in that open you, to bring in that newness that's in bounty. And it will help with that anxious energy too. So by having a little bit of creative movement, could be a hairstyle, anything, new sunglasses, whatever. Just keep it simple. Start step by step.
Yes, Rebecca.
Oh, I'm just feeling into the anxiousness. You keep on talking. I think there's a little bit of excitement too. Are you excited about something? Like something coming up. I think it's an excited anxiousness is what I'm feeling right now. And while she answers, I have to show the picture of can I tell my fairy story?
Yes, you could tell your fairy story.
Well, people know me. I love fairies, and I have a picture I have to show because she wanted to be seen. So on my way on my journey, this is the crazy things I do. I pulled up to a truck stop, and as I pulled up, there was a dead cardinal like by my car, and I did not hit it. At least I hope I didn't hit it. So I get a thing and I pick this bird, this cardinal up, and I'm like, I've got to bury this bird. It can't be out in this parking lot at a truck stop. So I walk over to the side, and there's this beautiful river down below, and I'm sitting there digging up a little grave and doing this whole ceremony for this cardinal, and some lady's looking at me like, what is that crazy wacky woman doing? But anyhow, so right afterwards I'm just staring there, and I honored this beautiful cardinal, and after that I look up, and there's like this little bug flying. I thought it was a bug, and I look closer, and it was a fairy. And this beautiful blue iridescent fairy showed herself to me after that. And it was so amazing. And I got confirmation later on that's what happened. So I wanted to share. But to show you that fairies are real, I'm going to show you a picture of one that was on my fire. I hope it shows up. Oh my God.
The other way. Yep, down. Yep, right there.
Wow.
Can you see her?
Yes.
Oh, hold on. I'm retarded. There she is. So what?
Oh, it's beautiful. I love that.
So she showed up in my fire at home. That's from my fire in my backyard. So believe in the magic is, I guess, what I wanted to tell that story for, because they're out there, they're real, and the magic that we live in right now is so showing itself to us. Because for the rest of that trip, the cardinal birds were like directing me my whole entire trip. So it was like I opened up to that magic and assisted. So be the magic of you, because it is there if you look and listen.
Yeah. And Catherine says, just to follow up with that these energies are so high that I'm really trying to figure out what direction to go in. And so when you ground yourself, Catherine, when you ground yourself, is going to really help assist you, guide you in the direction that you want to go in. And whatever way you ground yourself in, whether it's through meditation, taking a salt bath, whatever it is, whatever method you use to ground yourself is going to help guide you in that.
And I'm feeling too, Catherine, I'm going to add to that. There's nothing to figure out right now. It is time, as we were talking about incubation earlier, it is time just to kind of sit and stew and not try to you don't have to figure anything out, because it will all unfold when you follow your heart. So there's nothing to figure out. It's just, as I was talking about the story I just said, the fairies, it's just staying in that space to open and allow the magic to unfold for you, because you don't have to figure it out, because it will just show itself to you.
It is.
Do we miss comments?
Yeah, I want to show Lisa's comments, because I just had this. I love Lisa, and Lisa, thank you for this. This is a great show. I love Friday evenings now. As my day job work week ends and my freedom begins, this is my next manifestation, shedding the day job and becoming a full-time life coach. Yes. Thank you, everyone, thank you, everyone, for coming in and getting your Friday night tune-up. And yes, and she said, and Lisa, everyone is going through so much that we're all being called to our service purpose. So so everyone, take the time for everything to open and evolve, because when you do, things will just allow themselves to be shown, just like the fairies. They're magic.
Oh my gosh, Shakti just picked a card and she got a parrot.
Wow. Yeah, I love that. So you guys, we are at the end of the show, and I know we didn't do the typical healing at the end of the show, but what we did in the middle tonight to help ground in to your soul's energy. You guys have to really allow for the grounding of who you are, and let it resonate with you, because it's who you are. I mean, forget what society has told you. Forget what your parents have told you. Forget what your teachers have told you. Forget everything that anyone has ever told you that tells you who you are.
Yeah, it's time to recreate you, and we can do it now. So, and about the time thing, don't worry about time, because we can create that. It's time's just irrelevant when it comes right down to it.
Yes. And so thank you, everyone, for finding us on our channel. As like I said, we lost our channel. So Dom, Indigo, Deborah, Lisa, we were not going to see you tonight because we are not on that other channel. So we're here as as we always are every week now.
Yes. And I'm so happy I was here tonight, because I was like, what am I going to do? I was, as you know, I was on the road. I was like, oh my God, Hillis, I'm not going to get home by 7:00. What am I going to do? How am I going to, what if I don't have internet? So
right.
Got to the hotel so I could be here for you guys tonight and rest my body.
Yeah, she's been driving literally the whole entire day just to get back home. And she stopped because this was important to her. So this is her dedication and commitment to us being of service to you, to delivering this information, this tune-up, this energy for all of you, because it is worth it. You guys are worth it. You guys are deserving. And thank you to Miss Ariana for showing up at her Ariana's Dictionary and then hanging out with us.
Oh, I love it. I always watch the show, and I have watched Becky before. Just love it, and thank you so much. I didn't intend to say so long, but just it's
so glad you did.
So Ariana, tell us a little bit about what you do and where people can find you.
Okay. All right. It's my website is Ariana, ARYANA.co.nz. So we do readings and distance healings, and our readings are more channeled information, and it's about empowerment, really, bringing you into your alignment, into your empowerment, your truth. Like Hillis was saying, just pushing everything else that you know and just remembering who your truth is and walking that and rocking it. So that's what we like to be of service with. And we do it in a simple way where it's probably more practical tools during the day. I was raised by my son, who taught me simplicity. He said, us men are simple, Mum, and, you know, we just need short and sweet. So, yeah, I've been trained to be simple, and it really resonates with me. So in that simplicity is that beautiful empowerment and for you to find your truth. So that's kind of how we work. So thank you. Thanks, Alice and Becky.
Oh,
you're welcome.
It's always an honor.
Thank you. And then Miss Lisa, email us at cosmicinsightradio@gmail.com, and that way you and Rebecca can link up, possibly, since you are going to be in the Jacksonville area next week.
Yes, I was going to ask you that question, Lisa. When you coming to Jacksonville? So how awesome you put my answer out there. See, you don't need that. You get your answers. So also, I wanted to do a note. I'm getting a hit to do another painting class. So if anybody be interested, what?
You said me.
So I do this painting class. It's 4 weeks long, and it's like moving through emotions using paint. And it's Ariana's taken it a couple times. So on the way here, I got a hit. So if that's be something interested, I haven't put it together yet. I just felt like I need to mention it. So email us at, where is it? The email? cosmicinsightradio@gmail.com. Yes, if you're interested, and I'll get you information as I put it together with dates and everything, because I haven't got that far yet. It was just a thought today. So that's all I'm sharing.
Yes. Yeah, I loved it. Look at me. I'm hanging out. Yes. I really loved it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Awesome. Thank you.
I guess I can announce some of my exciting stuff too.
Yeah.
What?
I guess I can announce some of my exciting stuff that I have coming up too.
Go ahead.
So you guys, I have been up-leveling myself in what I do in the past month with this Lemurian light energy. And so I am excited to announce that sometime in July, I will be launching 3 new services for you guys. One is called a fine-tunement, where I will do Lemurian light work energy remotely only for general energy, for a fine-tunement or whatever it is that you need, guided by your soul. Second one would be called focus tunement, where we will spend 30 minutes on the phone, solely focused on one thing, one subject, one matter, to solely focus in on the energy on that. And the last one, which I'm super excited about because I love this, is the flow tunement, where you will spend 2 hours with me on the phone or by video to clear out any and all stuff from your childhood to your adulthood. And trust me, 2 hours sitting with me, doing all that stuff. Come on, you got to be ready. And now's the time to do it, because as we move through these energies, as we accelerate and ascend, now's the time to clear out all of those stuff. So what better way than to do that than to gift yourself with this presence of your soul, to connect to these divine energies, to help clear out all the gunk and allow for the new to come in. So yeah.
Let the shit go. Okay, yeah. I read Indigo. Yes, you brought it up. I was about to cry. Thank you.
So I'll read it. Maybe 1:10 here right now, but I don't care. I will stay up to share space with you all, no matter what time. Oh, makes me melt.
And thank everyone else.
I love you infinitely for this, and thank you so much for everyone who has tuned in, no matter how far, how wide, how late, how early, wherever you are on the planet, wherever you are in your soul. We honor you as we explore these energies together with our infinite heart space as we grow and expand with you. So,
Much love to you all. Thank you so much for being here with us and exploring with us. And, as Hillis says, together we have to be together in this. So we are here for you, showing up for you. Let us know what you require, and we will do our best to deliver, direct you to where you need it. So,
and if you guys have any ideas for any topics you'd like for us to talk about in the future, hey, you know how to email us now.
Maybe I'll bring my flute back in. I was practicing again.
Yes. And Ariana, any final comments before we disconnect from everyone?
No, I'm full. I'm happy. I'm buzzing, tripping.
I love it. So everyone, thank you, Ariana. Thank you, everyone. Until next week, same time, same channels. And have an amazing week, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone. Big cosmic heart love to y'all. Stay very grounded during this summer solstice because the energies are really swirling.
Yes. Till next week, everyone.
Mwah. Love you all. Thank you.